Dude, it is our 1-year anniversary. Spring break. It's been a tough run for viral sensation Clavicular, and this week it got worse.
Buffett facts, bringing them back hard.
Fish of the week. Fish of the week.
That time I passed out at that Subway on La Cienega.
Yeah, that sandwich was right on top of you, buddy.
Okay, so when all said and done, the entire block is destroyed.
Yeah.
3 people are dead.
12
at least are in the hospital.
That's how we do it.
The bus is just on fire.
Classic.
People are looking at decades of jail time. But all in all, the best St. Patrick's Day I've ever had.
Us Irish like to get down in a very intense way on St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, they do. And I'm part. A quarter of me likes to do that as well, Thomas.
100% of me would have been lighting that bus on fire. Just for the heat alone. Oh, actually, Chip, we started recording already.
Oh.
What up, everybody? This is the Sunburnt Podcast, where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. To my right, we have Chip Chantry. You know him from Netflix. You know him from his Thanksgiving in Paradise. You know him from his amazing stand-up special, Move Closer, Philadelphia's own Chipper.
And that comedy special was directed by this guy right over here, Emmy award-winning producer, writer. He puts the decent in I was arrested for indecent exposure during my audition for NBC's The Voice, Mr. Thomas O'Brien.
I made those chairs spin, Chip.
You made them spin all the way around. It's the first time in the show's history where they turned around and then turned back around to shield their view.
I gave him a shocking visual to go along with some very substandard pipes, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
What's the most amount of people you've ever sang in front of, Chip?
Probably a few hundred.
You were a choir kid.
I was a choir kid. I was a theater kid.
Okay.
So I definitely sang in front of I'd say like myself solo.
Yeah.
About 500.
Whoa.
But I think I wish I had known back then what you had told me from your situation, your experience with The Voice. If you don't have the pipes, show them the pipe.
Yeah, dude. It's one or the other. I say it's show business, baby.
Yeah.
You got to give him something.
It's not tell business.
It's not tell business. Well, dude, we have an unbelievable show coming up.
Chock full.
I mean, like, I'm gonna read this rundown. It's almost an embarrassment of riches.
Let's go.
We're talking about a record-breaking spring break for the airlines coming up.
Spring break.
People are gonna be getting up in the air this spring break, baby.
Yeah.
Looks maxing icon Clavicular is back in the news. Uh-oh.
I don't even know what that means.
You're going to find out, buddy. Vacations are getting shorter and quieter. We'll see how we feel about that. We're going to take a trip to the Hypochondriac corner to find out why we think we're dying this week.
If we're feeling well enough.
We're going to talk about the man, Jimmy Buffett. We got some Buffett facts coming up. We got a motherfucking Fish of the Week. Fish of the Week. Where we'll find out who our hero of the deep is. We're getting down with the good books, some world records, and we have Trouble in Paradise. You can leave us a voicemail at 310-845-6038 and tell us your worst travel story, your funniest, maybe inspirational,
embarrassing, craziest.
Hit us with it. And if we use your story on air, you're going to get one of these bad boys, your very own Hawaiian Tropic Sheer Touch. Speaking of, Chip, we gotta get a good old-fashioned slather going right now.
Let's slather this on. I am doing this slather. I will say this. I am doing it in protest, sort of, but also I'm just going to say out of spite.
Okay.
Because we have some sleety, rainy, gross, freezing weather outside today in Philadelphia. But the good news is that by all accounts, it is winter's sad last grasp. Its last stand for the year, and it's going bye-bye after today. It starts to warm up, and I believe we are going up into the 70s on next week. So I'm hoping that this is the death rattle of winter. Because I need some warmth.
It's so exciting. And the one thing I know about you, Chip, is it can't all be sunshine and rainbows, right?
No, it can't be.
When you move out of the ice sleet season and into the sunny season, there is a hot couple of months where you are just in allergy season.
It's just, yeah. I am ready to be happy for about 48 hours, and then my sinuses are just going to shut down for about 3 fortnights.
Oh, my God. But, dude, the sun's coming, and we slather, not just for protection from the sun, for the SPF, but I believe that scent protects our minds.
It really does.
From the cold, from the bitterness, from the things that ought to make us blue in this world. Get a slather going. And if you want the very sunscreen we use, Hawaiian Tropic Sheer Touch,
could be yours.
310-845-6038.
Say that one more time, Thomas. Say that one more time.
310-845-6038. Or you can just send us a video of you telling the story. That's actually probably better for the podcast.
Yeah.
The visual portion, at least. You want to send us that video. If we use it, you're going to get the sunscreen.
Yeah.
What an amazing trade-off.
Win-win.
And then you can slather with us anytime you want. All right, everybody. This is the Sunburnt Podcast, where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. If you think those two things should go together, stay tuned, baby. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. Could you have someone come up and escort me to the roof?
I'm sorry, Mr. Chantry. Guests aren't allowed on the roof.
Oh, all right. Well, then could you tell the crowd of people out in front that they can all go home?
Yeah?
Yeah, and you might as well empty that baby pool that says Chip the Diving Wonder in the parking lot while you're at it.
Chip!
Thomas.
Dude, it is our 1-year anniversary. 1 year of Sunburnt Podcast, episode 52. The first one aired on March 6th. This is coming out March 5th.
It's unreal. It's been a year of ups and downs.
Yeah.
A roller coaster of emotions.
Uh-huh.
Of sunny emotions.
Yeah.
Just blistering sunny emotions.
What else do you expect from the Sunburnt Podcast? This has been the bright little piece of sunshine every single week we get to do it. And I thank you so much for doing it with me, buddy. I've had the best time. I look forward to this like nobody could really understand.
Yeah.
I wake up at 4 a.m. to shoot this podcast, bud.
I just have to applaud you for that. And you are always even more bright and sunnier than I am when I'm here at 7 a.m. And you just bring that sunshine to me, and I thank you for that for 52 big eppies, 1 calendar year.
What fun, just focusing on comedy and tropical travel, shutting out everything else in the world that doesn't quite suit us. But dude, 52 episodes, 1 year, hot dog, Chip. Sunburnt's here to stay, baby.
Let's do it. Let's kick off year 2 in style.
All right. Well, I think there's no better way to do it than a segment we call For the Algo.
For the Algo?
This is the segment where we talk about things that we hope the algorithm will like.
Embrace us.
And will make our podcast be seen by more people.
Maybe it'll embrace you too, the listener.
As if the listeners matter. Isn't it really about the computers now, Chip?
We're just ones and zeros.
We're getting the computers to get to you fine folks. But we got to get the computers, because how do you find out about a tropical comedy podcast in 2026?
It's not going to be from a microwave oven, buddy.
No, it's going to be that algorithm.
One of those PCs or MacBooks.
Talking about some trending travel news here. Dude, there is going to be a spring break surge, Chip.
No way. A surge in what? VD?
Potentially. I hope not. I hope it's more just plane tickets being sold.
Sure.
They are estimating this spring break a record-breaking 2.8 million passengers per day. That's over 26,000 daily flights.
That's crazy. Just to get away for a couple of days. I mean, it's not crazy. It makes sense. It's been a long, cold winter, and people are ready and raring to hit that sand, hit that beach, get those rays.
Well, everything I saw was travel was down a little bit, but it looks like it's going to come roaring back. People have been
they've been saving it up for spring break. That's what it is.
Yeah, spring
They're like,
break,
we're going to skip
baby.
the ski weekend. I don't need to go skiing. Daddy's going to lay on the beach and have a Mai Tai.
Yeah, and this year specifically, travelers are reportedly prioritizing experience-based trips over traditional relaxation.
All right, so we're getting something accomplished during this vacation is what you're saying.
Yeah, or we're doing something specific. Industry experts notice people started wanting an entertainment event along with their beach chairs around November 26, 2025. And it's just all been spiraling upwards since then. Can you think of anything that happened November 6th or November 26, 2025 that would have got people to want a little more than a beach chair?
A little comedy show in Waikiki, Hawaii, Chip Chantry's Thanksgiving in Paradise,
where people had the opportunity to have an unbelievable Thanksgiving week in Waikiki and see an amazing comedy show with the burnt ones.
They got the indoors, they got the outdoors. It was the perfect mix.
It really was a perfect mix, dude. Yeah. What a good time. And you started a trend, buddy. This is what's going on. People
are proud of myself.
Yeah, and that's fun, dude.
I'm proud of us, I should say. Not me. Yes. You're the heart and soul of it, Thomas. I'm just the liver and kidneys. But they are very vital organs.
They're all vital organs, dude.
Yeah.
You can't have one without the other. And that's something I feel, too. It's like, it's great to go, like, travel. It's great to go on a trip.
Yeah.
But if there's that one extra thing, that one extra reason you're going, it makes it all the more sweeter. Like, for a long time, I could go to Vegas for a weekend with my friends, and going to Vegas was enough to go.
Sure.
But now, this day and age, if I'm going to go, there has to be like a sporting event or a concert or, something like a reason to be there that weekend,
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like me. Like one time I went to Denver and like I could have just gone for the skiing. But the real reason I was there is because back in Philadelphia, I was wanted for arson. So it just gave me that extra reason to go. I think that's what you're talking about, right?
It's the City Slickers one thing.
It is. Yes. Thank you, Curly, wherever you are, up in the sky. Who was your favorite City Slicker? Was it Billy Crystal, Daniel Stern, or the third guy? I'm going to come up with his name. It's kind of a weird name. He is unfortunately no longer with us. Oh, what's his name? Anyway, he's the third guy. Who is your favorite Slicker?
I mean, of those three, it's going to be Stern.
Yeah.
But God, what was his name? Do you know who played the little kid in City Slicker?
No, I don't remember.
It was
it a Lawrence brother? I'm going to guess a Lawrence brother.
I mean, even more surprising because of the trajectory.
Yeah.
It was a Jake Gyllenhaal.
No way.
Yeah. Jake Gyllenhaal was his kid.
Little tiny Donnie Darko.
Well, I remember I watched that movie maybe 5-6 years ago, and I didn't remember it as a kid because why would you? But like everybody was just so cynical. It was just like this New York attitude of like nothing's enough, and really like following my own selfish desires over my family and everything else that led them out there to the old what do you call it, cattle drive?
The cattle drive, yeah.
To the cattle drive. So, a little bit of a bummer. But I think Stern, I remember him.
Bruno Kirby is the other one.
Bruno Kirby. That's a deep pull, dude.
I knew it was a weird name. Bruno Kirby. He was also in Good Morning Vietnam, amongst other things. Yeah, he was great.
I mean, talented actor. But he's one of those, that guy. You see him and you're like, that's. I know that face.
Yeah.
I know the face of that guy.
When it comes to Slickers, I am also going Stern. I'm firmly in the Stern camp.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stern, I mean, also a wet bandit, right?
Yeah, totally a wet bandit. And also the voice of Kevin Arnold on The Wonder Years.
Really?
Yeah, he's the narrator, the guy on The Wonder Years that, does all the narration.
I had no idea.
That was old DS right there.
Little DS. Beautiful, baby.
DS got in some trouble recently. I don't know if did you see DS got in a little trouble?
I mean, it hasn't everybody. At this point, everybody.
Here's what made me love Daniel Stern even more. Okay. Mm-hmm. Again, I don't disparage the man because I think this is a legality thing, but he was apparently. I mean, it was in the news in recent weeks that he was arrested. I believe for let's just say soliciting a company of a gal for an evening. Okay. And that was apparently he was arrested for that. And apparently the charges have been dropped. So I'm not
Okay.
saying it didn't happen, but I believe that's what they lead out of the charges dropped. But like, what a refreshing crime for someone to commit in
Yeah.
today's day and age. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, do you ever see like a headshot of like an actor that you know that you really like, or maybe a
Yeah.
musician or whatever? You're like, oh no, this is it,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, they were shoplifting, and you're like, good job, buddy.
Yeah.
Great work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Yeah. We are in a time of atrocities
Yeah.
from our celebrity heroes. So
So a little crime here and there, a little Daniel Stern, getting a little too crazy on a Saturday night.
Uh-huh.
It's like, thank God, he's the wet bandit in our hearts.
yeah, and he's the wet bandit at the Sacramento police station.
Apparently, yeah.
You know what they call that, being a John, Chip.
Yeah.
But
It's a John
he's
Stern right there.
He's a Stern.
Yeah.
But that night he was a John, allegedly.
Allegedly, yes, because apparently charges were dropped.
Yeah. Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Moving on, a little viral news, Chip. You know how I love a little viral news.
Man, you couldn't stop talking about COVID.
It's all I wanted to talk about. It's been a tough run for viral sensation Clavicular. A few weeks ago, he got frame-mogged by an ASU frat leader, and this week it got worse. I'm sure you've seen it everywhere. Poor Clavicular got hog-mogged at an Equinox in Rittenhouse neighborhood of Philadelphia by a dong-maxing length lord named Longitude.
Longitude.
The photo has gone viral. Pretty shocking stuff, Chip.
Yeah.
Can you imagine getting hog-mogged?
I mean, got hog-mogged by this guy's prime meridian. I wouldn't want to be that guy. I wouldn't want to be Clavicular.
Dude, Equinox, you can't really tell where it's happening.
Yeah.
Like, is it in a locker room situation? Is it just like against a nondescript wall at
Right.
the gym?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like definitely, it's censored, right? So you
Yes.
can't see what's going on, but you can definitely see that like Clavicular is getting mogged, and it's not going well, dude.
No.
This is so bizarre, and I just have to.
You could tell it was definitely the spring equinox. I will say that.
Yeah, dude. I will say, dude, but Rittenhouse, you're familiar with Rittenhouse, right? Philadelphia neighborhood.
Very. Home of Helium Comedy Club.
Oh, is it really? That's where the club is. Well,
Yep.
Then I.
It's
have
also
to-
where all the rich. It's where all the rich people are too. Yeah.
I've heard that. It makes sense. Equinox is a very high-end gym.
Very fancy gym.
Clavicular reportedly makes like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month or whatever doing his thing. He's, from my understanding, he's probably a genius. He
Sure.
has a cell phone and a computer and the internet, and has figured out a way to make millions of dollars using all the same tools we all have available to us and just do nothing with.
Sounds pretty clavicular to me. I will say that.
But I have to ask you, Chip, you know anything about this Longitude fella?
Let's just say I can't confirm or deny I know this gentleman. And I will say he is definitely a gentleman.
So is he? That makes sense. He's a gentleman, but like, is he somebody maybe who's like a contact in your phone type of person?
Let's just say that that right here, there may or may not be somebody in my L's right now. That's all I gotta say.
Let me just ask you this: a more pointed question, Chip. Is Longitude somebody who your gas bill might be addressed to?
I can't confirm nor deny that.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Well, it sounds like you know who he is. I want to know who he is. I would love to have him on the podcast.
Maybe
we should
can
try.
get him on.
And maybe we can get him. If you can make that happen, I think that would be really good for everybody. You know, they call him the Natty Knee Knocker, Chip.
I did not know that, but that it seems very fitting.
Longitude, a viral dong maxing length lord.
I mean, that is
Really?
I hate to say it, but that is a mouthful. What you just said.
Sure would be. All right, Longitude. If you're out there, come on the
Longitude.
program, buddy. We're gonna. It's
Give
a
us a
friendly
call.
audience. We're not
Yeah.
trying to hang you out to dry. We're not gonna put you on the spot. We just
You've already hung yourself out to dry.
yes. We know you Maxers are having a time period, and this is for the algo. We want to get a little of that rub,
Yeah.
A little of the maxing rub.
Yeah. Rub that max.
All right, back to travel, Chip.
Back to it.
New trend in travel.
Let's go from longitude to the latitudes.
Exactly, the flatitudes. That's how I remembered it. Latitude is flat. That's the horizontal. Longitude, the up and down.
Yes, it is.
New trend, and you're going to recognize a pattern here. Last week we had hushed trips.
Yes.
Where people were going on vacations that sounded boring, and we're kind of reframing that as like a big positive. Yep. So this week we're talking about two other trends. The first one's the micro trip. And these are going off the charts popular. It's a trend surfacing this week where trips are anchored in a single specific experience, like flying to a concert or a one-day food festival, rather than a week-long stay.
Or just like a Trader Joe's that's really cool.
Yeah, dude. I want to see a cool grocery store that has almost nothing you need for a full meal. Mm-hmm. That would be a nice trip. But people are doing these very specific trips, and they're keeping them short. In other words, Chip.
Unlike longitude.
Unlike longitude. In other words, Chip, we're all poor, right? That's what this is about?
I think that's what it is. Yeah, these microchips. Yeah, it's like, I also just have a micro house. Yeah, because I can't afford a mansion.
I hate space. I hate elbow room, Chip.
Mm-hmm. You just went away for a couple hours. I don't know what constitutes a vacation, but
I know.
Yeah, that's a day trip. That sounds
and I'll take a day trip. Day trip.
Day trip.
Love a day trip. Love a long weekend, but framing that as a replacement for a vacation. And it's largely stemming from Gen Z having no paid time off and not having the ability. Or like we've talked about it before. Most people don't even feel comfortable using the paid time they've accrued.
They get guilted into staying. Yeah. Well, it's like it is like this micro vacation for like a very specific thing. It's like, hey, I'm going to go see a concert that I really want to see. My favorite band is playing at Red Rocks. So I'm going to go out there. I'm going to see the concert, and then I'm going to stay out there and tour around for a couple of days, check it all out. They can't afford that end of it. They're like, I can afford to get to Red Rocks, see the show, turn around, head on home.
Which sounds awesome. And like I'm telling you, that was a staple of like my early triphood was you find something cool, you do a long weekend, you get the boys out there. But it is that was just like that was a weekend.
Right.
That wasn't a vacation. It's kind of like I'm going on a micro vacation this weekend. My Aunt Edna is moving into hospice.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
That's not as it's not exactly red rocks, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends on how she got into hospice. If it was a trip in her rocky backyard,
right,
a slip and fall in the rocky backyard, maybe it is her Red Rocks.
Did she get frame mogged really hard?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh God. No,
so
you better not. You better not hog-mog Aunt Linda.
No.
Oh no, not the hog-mog.
Not the hog-mog, baby.
All right. Another travel trend, Chip. Hospitality. Shh. Be quiet. I'm trying to have a vacation over here. More travelers are opting for digital detox destinations. Locations like Iceland, Alaska, and the Canadian Rockies are seeing a spike in bookings for quiet escapes that prioritize silence, nature, and a lack of cell phone connectivity.
I love it. That is my type of vacay right there.
There are certain vacations that are being packaged as a reader's holiday, Chip.
Oh,
where you just get a quiet room and a little space outdoors, and everybody there is just there to read some books.
Daddy's got a stack of books right now that I need to get through.
You got a thick stack?
Thick stack. I got a thick stack of books.
Have you touched the one about the Moana yet, Chip?
I have not, because I have my stack of books. That's probably my next one though that I'm going to start though. So I'm very excited about it. But I just wrapped up a book, and
wrapping it up.
I will say this: I'm reading a script right now.
Ooh.
For a friend who wrote a screenplay. I don't think I can name him, but I will say that he is one of our callers for Trouble in Paradise.
I think I know who it is. Does it rhyme
you
with...
may or may not be surprised.
Does it
you
rhyme
may or may
with...
not be surprised. Yeah.
Fudd Apatow?
I think maybe Fudd Apatow is the name, just not to mix it up. But yeah, but once I'm done that, I'm jumping into a new book, and I did start a couple pages of a book, but I might then the Moana one was going to be next, but maybe I might just leapfrog that. We shall see.
I mean, it depends on how you're feeling, dude. With
Yeah.
the sun
I
coming
need
back...
I need to take a hushcation or whatever the hell you call it.
Yeah. Yeah, a hushcation.
What did you call? What was it?
A hushcation.
A hushcation.
Or a hushpitality.
Hospitality. Yeah, I knew it was a little. Yeah, worded a little bit better. Yeah. A vacation. That's what I would call it. A vacation.
Vacation. The library vacation. If you want to experience a hushpitality trip at home, try switching to Sprint. Where in my neighborhood, you'll never have to worry about your phone working again.
Exactly. Your coverage will be dropped faster than Longitude's shorts.
Pants. Or me at the Voice.
Either one. I mean, yeah.
Well, we've had a lot of dropping trow content this podcast.
Apologies to the listener. The trowels are not staying up this week, apparently.
I know. No belts on the Sunburnt Podcast this week.
We're getting a no belt Peace Prize.
A no belt Peace Prize. We're going to have to get somebody else to win it and then gift it to us.
That's how it works around here for these no belt Peace Prize winners.
This is actually a pretty solid fact about hospitality. Roughly 57% of U.S. travelers now say they're interested in a silent retreat this year, prioritizing a mental reset over traditional sightseeing. Mm-hmm. It feels right. That feels like in line with the times to me. That feels like an accurate statement.
Yeah. Well, and then there is, I mean, it runs into, I think it goes hand in hand pretty well. There is out in central Pennsylvania, there is a really nice, it is like a, what did you call it? Like a silent retreat? Like
silent retreat.
Yeah. So there's a beautiful former farm that is a silent retreat in Pennsylvania where people go and they literally, I mean, there's basically zero talking, very little talking. It's silent meditation. Unfortunately, it's right next to the land that I just purchased where I am starting my first air horn farm. Where people can just come run around the field with I give them air horns and they just shoot off air horns as much as they want. It's literally right next to the silent retreat. But I think we all have to coexist, as the bumper sticker says.
Yeah, and you can't withhold your air horner's catharsis. You know how, I don't know, there's two different ways to blow off steam. One is to retreat into serenity, and the other one is to make a racket, buddy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we'll just see which one wins out.
Yeah, and this is the deal that you remortgaged your house for, right?
I did. And I think it's going really well. Most of it has gone into just purchasing crates and crates of air horns.
Uh-huh.
Because, I mean, once you hear about the air horns, you don't really think about other amenities. I think that's the thing.
That's
You're not
true,
really concerned about how fluffy the towels are.
Uh-huh. No, the promise is in the name.
Yeah. So,
well, I mean, best of luck to you, man. I hope that really
you.
Works out. This sounds like a gold mine.
Yeah, and best of luck to the silent retreaters right next door, too.
When something's popping off like a silent retreat, you got to invest in the opposite.
Yes.
You've got to invest in the opposite. Something very loud, very annoying. Air horns and kazoos. I really, really appreciate what you're doing there, bud.
Thank you.
But as with all good things, we got to keep it moving because it's time for the Hypochondriac Corner, Chip.
Cornered in, baby.
Hypochondriac Corner. I'm coming in hot with just a little.
Let me guess, low-grade fever.
So low grade, it's imperceptible to a thermometer, but I know it's there.
But you know it, baby.
Okay, here's what happened, dude. Pickle boys getting rowdy this weekend.
All right.
We didn't play on Saturday. We had to play on Sunday. But, hey, it was the first pickleball session of World War III. You know what I mean?
Hey, we're in it.
Yeah, we're in it. So we had to go, and Daddy took a real nice smash to the thumb.
Oh.
Ball hit right on this knuckle. And when I was driving home, I noticed it had already started to bruise, which got my mind thinking, and this is the first thought in my mind, oh no, my body's lost the ability to clot blood. And it was less than 1 hour later. I had showered. I was at home. I was sitting on the couch, felt a little twinge in my calf muscle, and I thought, oh no, my body has overcompensated and become too good at clotting blood. This is probably a blood clot in my leg.
But the clot got lost.
Yeah.
It didn't have MapQuest on, it didn't have Google Maps.
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
like, I should clot right here in the right by the Achilles.
It was going to really make some moves, but fortunately that clot used a sprint, Chip.
Thank God.
It was out of service and out of answers and had to sit where it lied. But no, I got to go on that ride of like legitimately two real thoughts I had in my mind within an hour was maybe my body can't clot blood anymore. Mm-hmm. Maybe my body is too good at clotting blood.
It's one extreme or the other, and that's the best part about being a hypochondriac. How is your calf and your knuckle right now?
You're going to be shocked. They're both great.
Of course. Yeah.
It's good. Well, but like I did have that moment. I thought that would be fun to share.
It's all about extremes when it comes to hypochondria, and that's my story this week.
Yeah.
Is that here's the thing. Just a little hypochondria is a good thing.
Yeah.
It's good to keep the body healthy. Milk does a body good. We know that. We learned that in the commercials from the 80s.
Yeah.
But you want to stay healthy. You don't want to, let's say, die or become incapacitated. So that's why you don't jump off a 10-story building.
Yep.
I think I've been disengaging from my hypochondria a little bit, which is good.
Really?
Right?
Yeah.
Which is I've been feeling really good about. It's like I'm not like crazy about it like I was. But then I just realized I was like, oh, I've also been eating like a lunatic.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah.
Because that sometimes hypochondria is like, I can't have too much of this. I'm going to get my blood sugar, my this or that's I'm going to have a heart attack, whatever. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, I'm feeling good. And then it goes to that extreme where I'm like, oh, I am really just eating like a jerk right now. And then all of a sudden, they're just like all alarms go off. And I'm like, you're terrible. Death is around the corner because you had an extra piece of chocolate cake. And now I'm like, all right, okay. Now I need to readjust that hypochondria just enough where I'm like, all right, stay on the straight and narrow.
Yeah, therapists call it that Goldilocks level of hypochondria. It's not too much. It's not too little. It's like not scaring you so you can't get out of bed in the morning because the world's dangerous, but it's also keeping you from licking Subway grates.
Yep.
You got to be right in the center.
And like they say, is this fat-free porridge? Just to make sure.
Yeah, you want a nice fat-free porridge.
You ever have a nice bowl of porridge?
I don't know, dude. Is it just oatmeal? Is it soggy oatmeal?
I don't know. I don't know what those bears do in their kitchens. It's none of my business what bears do in the comfort of their own kitchens.
If they're in their fiber maxing, they are, oatmeal classically lowers cholesterol. At least that's what my father was told by his doctor 30 years ago, and eats oatmeal every morning for breakfast since. So maybe that's what's up.
I mean, bears historically have great cholesterol levels for people who for animals who eat in the garbage.
For animals who eat garbage, they're very healthy, and also like, have you ever seen anybody sleep better than a bear?
No, they can go for weeks,
months, even. I woke up 5 times last night, and I was only in bed for 5 hours. Maybe I need a little more porridge in this.
I did have, not that this is a good thing because you're waking up super early in the morning to do this podcast, Thomas, and we all appreciate that.
Oh, I love it, dude.
I did experience something kind of amazing last night where I went to bed. It was probably like 11 p.m.
Yeah.
I did a little bit of work last night, and 11 p.m. went to bed, and then woke up and was like, oh, it's probably like 5:30, like time to get up or whatever. And I looked, and it was 1:15.
Yeah.
And it's just like a reprieve from the governor. Where you're just like, oh, I've only slept for about an hour or so. Now I still have another 4 to 5 hours to go. And it's a great feeling.
That is a very good feeling. I get it a lot on early mornings. I get it a lot on early mornings. I wake up and there's something in my mind that's like I probably have 5 to 10 minutes left before I need to get out of this bed.
Before, as they say, before you get alarm mogged.
Yes, alarm mogged. There's no daylight equation at this time in the morning.
Right.
So, like, I can't see. I have nothing to go off of other than just what my internal clock is telling me. And every time I wake up, I assume. If I don't assume, I just miss my alarm and check the phone immediately. I assume I've got 5 to 10 minutes. And eventually, when I check it, oftentimes, there will be 3-4 hours left.
And you know what they say happens when you assume? You make an ass out of you and longitude.
Oh, God. I don't know. Do you think longitude cares at all? How confident must that guy be?
If he's walking around Rittenhouse like that, this man has confidence.
A length lord, they're saying.
Yes.
What's happening with speech?
I have no idea.
What are words?
Idea. Yeah.
Dong, maxing, length lord, longitude. We got to get him on the podcast. If you know him, you got to get him on the podcast. He's hog-mogging people.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Well, that's it for the Hypochondriac Corner.
We got past it, we lived.
I'm so excited. It's time to get back into one of my favorite segments of all time. It's Buffett Facts, baby.
Buffett Facts, bringing them back hard.
Bringing them back, Chip. What's your Buffett fact today?
Jimmy Buffett never cried. Huh? Sometimes his eyes just return saltwater to the ocean.
It's the circle of water life.
It really is. It's the circle of life.
Yeah, there's just like that.
I believe that's what Elton John originally wrote that song for Jimmy Buffett.
Wow.
And then they were like, "Oh no, we have this animated movie about the safaris."
It just makes sense that he would be so at one with the ocean, you know?
Yeah. Just giving it back.
Just part of the cycle of the Buffett to the ocean paradox.
Thomas, what is your Jimmy Buffett fact?
Jimmy Buffett didn't hate snowmen. He liked their carrot noses, coal eyes, and corncob pipes. Mm-hmm. He did hate their temperature.
That's cold. That is cold.
It felt so good to put on those Jimmy Buffett facts again. It's been a minute, dude.
Really did. Felt like an old sweatshirt.
Celebrating the man, an old cardigan, not too heavy because it's in a tropical climate.
Yep.
But Chip, you know what time it is now? I mean, I am getting excited. It's time for Fish of the Week.
Fish of the Week.
Every week we single out one saltwater superstar to be our sunburnt Fish of the Week.
Our hero of the deep.
Our hero of the deep. Chip, I can't wait to hear about this week's fish.
This week's fish is Jeffrey. That is a Jeffrey with a G.
Okay, good.
This is Jeffrey, the golden striped soapfish.
Whoa!
Jeffrey is dark brown with about a half a dozen white, yellow horizontal stripes on him. Okay? And I got to tell you, horizontal stripes are not in this season, but Jeffrey wears them well. Okay?
Oh, my gosh. You got to have the right frame to pull off those horizontals. I bet Jeffrey could frame Mog.
Totally frame Mog. I will tell you, he could frame Mog because he's going to grow to be just under a foot long.
Woo! That's a big fish.
That's a big fish. And the last time I was just under a foot long was that time I passed out at that Subway on La Cienega.
Yeah, that sandwich was right on top of you, buddy. Just
holding me down. Now, here's the cool thing about Jeffrey's species, okay?
Let me hear it.
The soapfish, like Jeffrey, he releases a toxin, a poisonous toxin from his skin resembling lathered soap, hence the name soapfish, whenever he is stressed out or threatened.
Okay.
So his skin just puts out this little foam, and it can literally kill or poison other fish that might be predators or what have you. It can kill other fish. Interesting note, my skin can also produce a toxin when I'm threatened. That's why I'm no longer welcome at most water parks.
You do feel very in a state of constant alarm when you're in a bathing suit.
I really do. Now, Jeffrey lives in solitary. In his reef habitat, he stays hidden in the crevices, and he's mostly active at night.
Okay.
And I think you know the scientific term for that is creepy.
Yeah, he's a little creeper.
Jeff's a little creep. Jeff, I will say, he eats all kinds of fish, shrimp, and crabs.
Yeah.
That's why Jeffrey was the official spokesperson for Red Lobster from 1993 to 2002 when he was fired after being arrested for some lewd behavior during a weekend with some cheddar biscuits in Papua New Guinea.
Dude. Everybody heard about that. I didn't know that was this Jeffrey.
That was that Jeffrey, yeah. So congrats to Jeffrey, the fish of the week. You should be proud. It's nothing to get lathered up about.
Come on, Jeffrey.
Soapfish, baby.
Dude, Jeffrey sounds like a certified weirdo. Like a certified little weirdie.
Just a little weird guy walking around in stripes. Just lurking around the corners of the coral reefs, just coming out at night, just walking around.
And like I think his foam, I think that toxic foam, I think that's like an elevated form of like flop sweat. You know?
Oh yeah.
He's up
just a little
there.
nervous, a little agitated, and
he's doing an open mic.
Gently foaming soap, yeah.
Gently foaming, just knocking the whole room out, wondering why his big closer's not getting the laughs. It's like, Jeffrey, they all passed out.
Yep. Yeah.
You endangered everybody's lives.
Jeff.
But, dude, thanks. Congratulations, Jeffrey, on being
Jeff.
Sunburnt Podcast Fish of the Week. Our hero of the deep.
The deep.
Chip, Fish of the Week's over. God damn it. Jeffrey's unbelievable, dude.
Yeah.
But you know what we got to do?
What do we got to do?
We got to get into some world records, baby. Time to crack open the good book.
The good book, the Guinness Book of World Records, where we spotlight the biggest, the tallest, the greatest, the hog-moggiest, if you will.
For sure, the hog-moggiest.
That this earth has to offer. Thomas, do you want to kick us off? What is your world record this week?
Quick question, Chip. Would you rather feel blue or look blue?
Ooh. I'm gonna say look a little blue. Is that the right answer or wrong?
There's no right or wrong answer, but you took the same answer as a small town in France who looked at their tourism options and blew themselves. This is the world record for most people dressed as Smurfs.
Yes.
So this small town, Landerneau, France, and I'm probably saying that wrong,
right.
Buddy, they got obsessed with breaking the world record for most people dressed as Smurfs at once.
Literally just Smurf mogging the rest of the world.
Smurf mogging the rest of the world. It's interesting. They did Smurf mog another town.
Oh, that's great.
We'll get into that. How many Smurfs do you think showed up? And let me remind you, this is a small town. How many Smurfs showed up in the name of boosting local tourism?
251.
Not even close. 3,076 Smurfs, Chip.
Yes, that's way too many, Thomas. Do you think the Guinness Book of World Records says, guys, no, you got to do less. Just do less for me.
Do less. I think that's probably a good advice for the people of Landerneau. That's 3,076 French citizens who woke up, covered themselves in blue body paint, and thought, ooh la la, we may have just stimulated more than the economy.
Oh, wow. Thomas, when did this happen?
On May 17th, 2025, the town of
what?
Yeah.
What?
Yep. Yeah. In the peak of Smurf fandom. No movies or television shows have come out in decades, probably.
So roughly 40 years after any child knows what a Smurf was.
Well, I do think they rebooted it as a movie in like the 2000s, maybe.
That's true. I think they did, yeah.
But like it wasn't, I don't think anybody was clamoring for a lot more Smurfs. Like it's one of those things where I wonder if there's like a proprietor of body paints in the community who's like, well, you know what would show everybody? We'll get everybody to come to Landerneau.
Because the Blue Man Group that's only 4 of them. So
that's only 4 of them. I mean, there's a couple of touring production, I guess, but that's not enough for a business.
It's not going to get you over the indigo hump.
Yeah. But on May 17th, 2025, the town of Landerneau in Brittany, France, officially assembled 3,076 participants dressed as Smurfs, earning the Guinness World Record for the largest gathering of people dressed as Smurfs.
Excellent. Well done.
The crazy thing is, Chip, this was not their first attempt. They previously tried to do it in 2020, but the record was not validated due to some COVID BS, I'm sure.
Right, of course. And then people are like, oh, let's all gather in the town square together. Be like, how about I just stay alive and not blue myself?
So they attempted it again in 2023, but the weather didn't cooperate, right?
No. Just
yeah.
a bunch of streaky blue sad people.
Yeah, just wet makeup sad blue people.
Okay, this is now my favorite town.
But the third time was the charm, baby. To qualify, participants had to be in full Smurf costume, including blue painted face and exposed skin, white Smurf hat, Smurf-themed clothing, and Guinness required participants to meet strict costume guidelines to be counted.
Wow, they really, they're no joke. I mean, they're not lenient, the Guinness people, and I respect that about them.
It's the whole reason we respect them. Because
Yes.
it's the only source of truth. They're the only ones who aren't trying to lie to us, Chip.
Exactly.
They
Yeah.
make their money when the truth is incredible, not by feeding us lies that we have to
No.
eat with ketchup and steak sauce and fork
Just a
and a
bunch of
knife.
half-ass Smurfs walking around. No,
No.
that's just people in long johns. No.
Yeah, I want blue French citizens,
Mm-hmm.
all blue, completely blue.
Yes.
Landerneau is a real town in northwestern France with a population of only 16,000 residents, meaning 1 in 5 locals dressed up as a Smurf that day.
That also means 4 in 5 locals were like, hell no, we're not doing this.
Yeah, I still think try it in Philadelphia, buddy. What percentage of the population's turning out?
About 1%.
Oh, I mean, no way. You mean it's close to 1, dude. This is a very committed town.
Yeah, that's true.
So this is the other thing. The previous record was held in Germany, making this a legitimate international Smurf showdown, baby.
Yeah, this is not to step on our toes, but this is World War III right here. This is World War Smurf is what I gotta say.
It's across country lines.
I would love to be the next town over and just get the most number of Gargamels together.
That's a real yin and yang situation. Mm-hmm. That's the darkness. That's the light.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you're gonna. Here's the thing. Gargamel, less paint as a costume, but
Right.
I do think more people would have to shave male pattern baldness into their heads.
That's the that's the price you have to pay.
This is all I have to say to the people of Landerneau. Smurf, 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 Smurf. Congratulations on making it into the good book.
Big Smurfs.
Chip, what's your world record this week, dude?
Well, Thomas, the good book has a sweet, fat, juicy one for us.
Oh, baby.
Of course, I'm talking about the world's heaviest mango.
Dude, that is tasty. Mangoes are so big at my house right now, Chip. My daughter loves them.
Well, she would really love this one, I got to say.
Tell me about it.
This mango was grown by Colombian farmers Herman Orlando Novoa Barrera and Reina Maria Marroquin on their farm in Colombia. This humongo mango measured in at 4.25 kilograms or 9.36 pounds.
That is bigger than a human being at birth.
I literally have that as a comparison on here. It's first of all, it's about 10 times the size of your average mango.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's bigger than your average newborn. It's bigger than a small dog. Okay, this is a medicine ball of sweet, sweet gooiness.
That's a sizable fruit.
Right around the time that the Landerneau people were trying their first attempt at smurfing it up.
Really, 2020.
On July 25th, 2020.
Wow.
This mango in Colombia was measured at 9.36 pounds. Okay. And the family shared and ate it afterwards. They shared it with a lot of friends and family. because as we know, in this case, it takes way more than 2 to mango.
Yeah, it must.
And of course, we do know that congratulations to them for growing the world's. And by the way, they did know, they saw it growing, and like somebody knows, I was like, this one's a lot bigger. So they sort of babied it, made sure that everything, no creatures got to it, anything like that. They made it, made sure it was all good. But I think we all know in our hearts that the heaviest mango will always be 147 pounds, the weight of Mr. Chris Kattan.
Yep.
He is the only mango that matters. But other than that, it is these wonderful Colombian farmers that grew a almost 10-pound mango. And I think that this is a good reminder that for when it comes to world records or for health reasons, always remember to check the size of your mangoes.
Truer words have never been spoken. Shout out to mango farmers everywhere. This is something to aspire to surpass, I think.
Yep.
A gleaming golden standard of what can be accomplished if you really farm the hell out of a nice mango. And shout out Chris Kattan. Nobody touches the mango.
No.
All right, everybody. Trouble in Paradise hotline. That number is 310-845-6038. Let us know your stories. You could be sent one of these bad boys in the mail by your boys, Chip and Thomas. This is the Sunburnt Podcast, where we talk about comedy and tropical travel. You get to take a little mini trip with your boys, Chip and Thomas. Until next time, stay burnt. Front desk.
Hi, this is Mr. Chantry in room 308. Could you have someone come up and escort me to the roof?
I'm sorry, Mr. Chantry. Guests aren't allowed on the roof.
Oh, all right. Well, then could you tell the crowd of people out in front that they can all go home?
Yeah?
Yeah, and you might as well empty that baby pool that says Chip the Diving Wonder in the parking lot while you're at it.